Hey, Kinja, I see. Yes, so Mohbad's case. So far, nothing yet. In fact, speculations have it that coroner inquests have been adjourned to until May. Not too sure about this information, but I must let you know that you people actually saw a news where Governor Sanwoolu and a lady by Nnenna Iwuchukwu challenged the delay for justice for Mohbad, and Governor Sanwoolu actually answered aggressively and demanded they be, praised for doing a job well done, especially the police and everything, that the forensic building was burnt down during NSAS, and therefore for this reason Mohbad's autopsy had been taken out of the country abroad, where we don't know, even though we doubt that anything like autopsy was done on Mohbad. We have so much doubt because the delay is ridiculous. Anyway, Governor Sanwoolu was so angry in his response that we wonder if he's frustrated in his office. Like, he claims, he's awake till 5 a.m. working so hard for Lagos State and everything. Anyway, many people had different comments to, like, come to think of it, Nnenna Iwuchukwu, the lady, was bold, very, very objective. And even though I think she did not know the comprehensive fact of what really happened, because she laid more emphasis on Naira Marley and Sam Larry, even though I expected her to also talk on the fact that the people that Governor Sanwoolu claims that they are being remanded in custody, are they the ones that committed this crime? Why haven't they been charged to court? Why are they remanded in custody for almost 3 months with no charges? It is infringement of their right. No fair hearing whatsoever for these 3 people. You understand? So she didn't mention anything about the people, that is Mohbad's wife and Mohbad's brother and Mohbad's uncle, all these people, and Mohbad's DJ Bismi, all of them. She didn't make mention of them. They were with him, 24 hours to his death. We don't know what took the life of this young man. And Nigerians, and of course people like me, we are still asking for justice for Mohbad. But instead, Governor Sanwoolu was so angry that he flared up and was like, oh, we all need to, applaud them for doing a job well done. They are doing that. He's not over emotional about anything, no sentiments. And, the lady had to ask him, if this boy was your son, would you be this calm? I mean, would you be waiting forever for an autopsy that you've gone to do abroad? And, will there just be no justice? Nobody's talking to us. You understand? However, that concluded. There's this evangelist that came up from nowhere. I don't know her, but people say they know her on TikTok. She came with this allegation, and said God sent her to the King Elegushi, and she claimed that King Elegushi is the father of Liam, Mohbad's wife. You understand? Mohbad's son, She claims that God told her to go and warn King Elegushi. She claimed that God told her, the Jehovah Nissi, I don't know if there's another God, but the God that we all reference, sent her that if the Elegushi does not listen, there's doom for him in the future. That is what she said. She also said that the position of Liam is in the palace. As we all know, Liam is Mohbad's son, but this woman, who is an evangelist, said Liam's position is in the Eleguchi's palace, that the king should take Liam to Sekino, Queen Seki, to take care of Liam, and that later on, God will tell him what Liam's mission is in the palace. Also, she also said that if the king does not adhere and listen, there will be trouble for him in the nearest future. He used people like the case of presidents like David, Uriah, and Bathsheba. And also she said, if the king likes, he can come for her. You understand? That she can come for her. That was the same thing that was done to John the Baptist when he was beheaded, since he was the one announcing the coming of Christ and everything like that. That after they behead her, what else will be done? Will they eat her head? That this thing is a warning to the king. Like the Oba people say, Ikilo, new. I don't know. I've never seen the woman before. I've asked about her antecedents. Who is she? I have never in my life seen her. But from the blues, it's a choker to people like me. But that is another thing that is strange. I'm beginning to think, why is the king silent about this? After all, when he was accused of having anything at all to do with Sam Larry, he was quick to put a disclaimer on Sam Larry and said it doesn't have anything to do with Sam. That Sam Larry is not a family of the Elegushi. He's not a member. He's not a family member. He also put, when it was speculated that the Queen Elegushi Sekino died, you heard the publicist from the palace with the letter heading, there was a letter sent out from the throne stating that the Queen is very much alive. So why is the king quiet about this? Doesn't he think he should put a disclaimer out for this too? Doesn't he think he should put a disclaimer out regarding this? I'm thinking in my head, wow, it's worrisome. It's concerning. It's the audacity for me. The woman's boldness got me really. It's something to study. Because I'm thinking in my head, how can you be so bold to do, to come out and spill that? And, and I'm wondering, all the people that are always shouting, oh, they are going to sue, they are going to sue. Why aren't they going for this woman? Is there something I don't understand or we don't understand? Why have they chosen to ignore this woman? Why is Eleguchi's name in this whole matter? How? What is his relationship or his own? The only part I saw him featured was when the petition Mohbad wrote to the police, sent into the police regarding Sam Larry, where he said he doesn't know why King Elegushi is after him. That is what Sam Larry said when they came for him, which we also, after the death of Mohbad. In fact, that is even the reason why Sam Larry featured in this whole matter, justice for Mohbad. Why was he bullying Mohbad here and there? So for this woman to just come from nowhere and say, God said, God said, is the God said for me. God said I should say, God said this, God said that, got me really scared. Kabisi, I did a chat yesterday, making sure that people hear what this woman said. And I'm still very much wondering why you are silent about this. Silence isn't golden in things like this. This is controversial and it needs to be attended to. Be it you have to sue the woman, she's ready to. You understand? Or you put a disclaimer out. Let us know. I don't understand. Can people just come out and lie on God? That means we don't have the fear of God. And if this woman is saying something reasonable, because to me, silence can be consent. You understand? They say silence is the best answer for fools. But not in this kind of case, knowing fully well that the king is quick to put a disclaimer out, and also a disregard letter out for us to know what is actually happening anytime there is a controversy. Why is the palace silent over this issue? So that's another thing that is trending around. More so, we saw Emeka, you know, the actor. Anyway, I wouldn't want to go into that now. In the next Ejekinja, I'll say more about it. I also forgot to mention one thing. The woman said, the evangelist said, King Elegushi has to go with prominent first-class kings, like Ooni of Ife, all these first-class kings, you know, like Awujale, you know, entourage themselves. He needs to go and beg Baba Mohbad, plead and beg him for forgiveness. The audacity of that woman is something to study. You understand? I've been studying it. I can't get over it. You know, she said he should just restitute and make amends and ask for forgiveness. He should not hide. That the king shouldn't hide and think that, you know, God will overlook. No, that God said, that what God said is still something to study for me. Then there's another development regarding Wunmi, that, you know, she actually had the death certificate. And I'm wondering, if she had the death certificate, why didn't she hand it over to Baba Mohbad? Even if she didn't hand it over, she should have told him. Instead of Baba Mohbad saying to us that they went to the police and stayed 3 hours waiting for a death certificate. What is happening? What is happening? Why would Wunmi have death certificate with her? Apparently, the first hospital that Mohbad was declared dead before they went to Paris, you know, they had given Wunmi the death certificate, and that death certificate, she was meant to like use that to take him to the morgue. You know, I don't know if that's how they operate in Nigeria. She was meant to have used it to take him to the morgue. You know, they would have asked for it. They would, and that was what the father said. Mohbad's father said that they needed that from the police so that they can take him to the morgue. Hence the reason why he told them, okay, let me go and arrange a place for him in Ikorodu. Since when they got to general police station, no death certificate they didn't give him. They asked him for they didn't give him police report because no death certificate, and Wunmi already had death certificate. So what happened? Then the man was forced, because when they went to mortuary refused to take him because no police report. Hence the reason why they quickly buried Mohbad. And that boy slept out. That corpse slept in the ambulance overnight when the father went to, because the morgue couldn't take him on board. I'm thinking, why? Yes, so Mohbad's case, so far, nothing yet. In fact, speculations have it that coroner inquests have been adjourned to until May. Not too sure about this information, but I must let you know that you people actually saw a news where Governor Sanwoolu and a lady by Nnenna Iwuchukwu challenged the delay for justice for Mohbad, and Governor Sanwoolu actually answered aggressively and demanded they be, you know, praised for doing a job well done, especially the police and everything, that the forensic building was burnt down during NSAS, and therefore for this reason Mohbad's autopsy had been taken out of the country, abroad, where we don't know, even though we doubt that anything like autopsy was done on Mohbad. We have so much doubt because the delay is ridiculous. Anyway, Governor Sanwoolu was so